man. 122 pounder, 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
You guys come from Walker, Wisconsin. Going to watch
Goodfellas Sports.
Goodfellas boxing.
All right, man. All right, look like Josh Taylor ducked Jack Catterall. Had the pleasure of meeting both of them in Vegas. Catterall, such a nice guy. Think he let Josh Taylor off the hook, not throwing more punches. You know, you go in somebody's backyard and you drop him. You know, if he would have kept putting his punches together, he probably would have got Josh Taylor out of there. Josh Taylor looked terrible. I mean, he been declining ever since he left Shane McGuinness, Barry McGuinness' son, I believe it is. I think he got rid of Ben Davison. He banned from coming over to America too, I think, in that whole situation with the guy. You know what I'm talking about, the Kinahan kid guy. So he can't come over here. So apparently ESPN is reporting, and they will fight under the ESPN banner, Taylor and Teofimo Lopez, that Josh Taylor will be taking on Teofimo Lopez in the summer clash in the UK. You know, it sounds like it's going to obviously be at 140 for Taylor's lineal NWBO title. So I remember Jose Ramirez and I think Jack Catterall lawyered up when T.O. jumped ahead of him in the WBO rankings last year. Then T.O. dropping. Now T.O. still getting the shot. So it ain't like Josh Taylor saying I can't make the weight. Now he coming off a foot injury. I think T.O., even though he ain't look good his last fight, you ain't got to worry about Taylor can move, but not like that. But I think it's a great opportunity for him, bro. I think he got a good chance of winning. Taylor just ain't look good, bro. You know, even with Ben Davison, he ain't look good. With I expected more from the Ramirez performance. Just seemed like since he ain't been Shane McGuinness, because you know Barry McGuinness and it was Cyclone Promotions, Josh Taylor, whatever it's called, they fell out. Then you know his son couldn't trade him no more, daddy's son. He just ain't been the same fighter, bro. You know, and dude was a really big dude, bro. Like he really big guy. So I don't know how he make 140, but he a big guy. But he been declining, bro. His performances have been, you know, steadily declining at a rapid downhill pace. And they've been declining, as you know. So I mean, it's a good fight for the fans. Messed up for Catterall, don't get his shot. You know, then you start to question, was there a foot injury? The fight was called off several times. I think Taylor had two of the issues was Taylor. Maybe Catterall might have suffered something, but I know the third issue was this TV date, because the Chris Eubanks and Liam Smith got put a bud at, so they didn't want to put two pay-per-views close together. So yeah, it just kind of seemed like it really wasn't meant to be for them to get in the ring and tussle with each other. You know, now they just bypassing Jack Catterall all the way around, so it don't seem like they had a contract signed where, you know, Catterall could say something. Catterall responded on Instagram with ducks. I try to remember put that on the screen. So he ducked the fade, you know, and they gonna move on to Catterall. You know, from Catterall to Teofimo Lopez, and you gotta question the validity of his foot injury. Was there a foot injury? You know, and I know T.O. bring more money. You know, it's a bigger fight. T.O. willing to come overseas. Josh Taylor can't come to America. So T.O. willing to come over there. So I mean, it is what it is. I kind of think it's a pick 'em fight damn near, because I haven't liked the way Josh Taylor been looking at his performances, and Teofimo Lopez ain't been looking too much better neither. So they both kind of you know, trending in the same direction, bro. Down. They both trending down. So you know, Catterall dropped Taylor. Taylor just, you know, couldn't do nothing with Catterall sticking and moving. And I think T.O. best thing to do would just be to box him. I would just box him. I see what Catterall did. Just utilize the ring. Wouldn't try to go out there, be aggressive. I just stick and move, make him come to me, and just score. You know, he gonna put the earmuffs on. You know, I had him working on, you know, throwing his combinations, bringing his hands back home, turning Taylor, working his combinations up and down, getting his jab going, touching the body, coming around the guard, going around the guard, splitting it right down the middle. That's what I had working on. turning out, making Taylor reset, getting on the jab. That's what I have him doing, because I forgot who trained Taylor now, but right now he just don't look like the fighter that he once did. Everybody got their longevity. Maybe he a little bit dry at the weight. I don't know what it is, but he don't look the same fighter. T.O. Smart, you come out there and you box him, do what Catterall did. You try to mimic that and put your own little flavor with it. Anybody, you got time, somebody that just put the earmuffs on when somebody throw, that's an opportunity. And not one shot, because the earmuffs gonna protect you from one shot, because Taylor do like this to protect the body and the head. So there you whip around the guard, you split it with the 1-2, come around back with the 3, hook it to the body, hook it to the head. You just pick your shots. He can't see them coming, especially when you run combinations. He can't see out that guard, bro. And when he do pop up with a shot, it's a guesstimation. So that's why you turn them. That's why you bring your hands back home so you can catch it and give it back. So, T.O. good counterpuncher. I think T.O. got a really good chance to win this fight. And if he don't win this, he won't be world champion at 140, in my opinion. This is the best opportunity for him. So it's gonna be harder to be world champion at 140. And for Taylor, I don't know what to tell him. I think it's just simply might be time to move up. But yeah, he definitely trending in the down direction. But fortunate for him, his opponent trending in the down direction. Camboso had some success. I think he was a little bit cocky there. With T.O., you want T.O. to come out aggressive and make it a slugfest. You like your chances with the smaller guy. Taylor got power. T.O. got power. Taylor seemed to be a little bit more tougher, a little bit more durable if he can make the weight comfortably. So you've seen plenty of times where T.O. was on the canvas and all that stuff, and T.O. makes some mistakes where he jumps off his feet. You know what I'm saying? He makes a lot of them type of technical mistakes. So you want T.O. to kind of, you want him to look for 1 or 2 shots. You want to make him walk towards you and look to bang. And that favors Josh Taylor. Tighter guard. I think he got more dogs than T.O., and I could be wrong. Bigger, way bigger dude, I can tell you that right now. So you want Teofimo Lopez to come in there and slug it out, if you Josh Taylor. But if you draw at the weight, you drain at the weight, and T.O. making it comfortable, that could be a huge difference in how T.O. able to take the punishment and how he able to get a punishment too. So it's a big fight for the summer. And I think it's a 50-50, I don't like the way T.O., trending. I don't like the way Josh Taylor trending at the weight right now. You can say, well, Josh Taylor's been, pretty good at the weight, and T.O. got something to prove. When your performance is steadily declining, bro, each performance is declining. Something ain't right. I don't know if it's the weight. I don't know if it's mentally. I don't know if it's him getting married. I think it got a lot to do with leaving Shane McGuinness. He just ain't been the same boxer solution. Shane is the best boxing trainer over there in the UK right now. He might not have a prominent fighter, but he the guy you should go to. So this new trainer, obviously he figured out he got an issue with the new with Ben Davis, something that they wasn't doing. But I think it's a pick 'em fight. Like I said, I'm a huge Josh Taylor fan. They just both trending to the down spiral. You know what I'm saying? So you got 2 guys. You got one guy that's been proven. He proved that he's the king of the division. He's still hanging around because of the politics at 147. You got one guy that want to make his name at 40. So if I had to bet, only reason I'm a slightly favor Josh Taylor is because he seemed to be mentally he's be mentally stable. He got the wife and things just, you hear people talk about getting married. People say being in a relationship with somebody even for a while and then getting married and being married, there are they call these unspoken rules about marriage that nobody knows until you get in there. And it just seemed, different, And I think the biggest one too is, I was talking to my coworker the other day about it. He always tell me, don't do it, don't get married. Get married. And he says that, the biggest thing is, I think the biggest rule, the known rule, probably the biggest one of all, is that you just can't pick up and leave. When when you date somebody, you always got the, you in control of your destiny. You can pick up and leave, and without consequences, without lawyers, without alimony, without child support. So when you stuck with somebody and you don't have the option to be fluid, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I always tell people: do what's best for you. You can be, men, women say, well, I don't want to be a friend in the obituary, and I want, to be able to. It's all about money and capital with women, But Chadwick Boseman, the one that played Black Panther, his wife still had to fight for his money, and that's why you can legally go around being married and still secure something for somebody that you love. You got to do trust. You know what I'm saying? You legally got to get a lawyer to make sure all your shit sold up with trust. I was listening to this lawyer talk about that. That's what she said, to really put the icing on the cake where the government ain't putting their hand and everybody can put their hand in it. So marriage doesn't guarantee you the financial stability. But hey, according to what she was saying. But hey, good fight. Check out the Box News playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Peace.